Hour. Hello, and welcome to the Horror Hour, the show where we discuss, debate, and disagree on all things horror. But as it's a Sunday, we're back to twisting things around into suspenseful Sundays. And joining me today is Yutaka.
Hello.
George.
Hi.
So, if the background doesn't give it away, today we are going to be reviewing the Netflix docuseries, The Worst Roommate Ever. And it is a collection of documentary shorts, episodes, from Blumhouse Television for Netflix, releasing on March 1st on Netflix. I said Netflix. Yeah. So, first
Take
off...
a drink every time he says Netflix.
Netflix.
I've only got tea.
So, firstly, let's discuss what we liked about it. Yutaka, you were the one that got us this, so go.
I was shocked how bingeable it was. I mean, I couldn't stop watching because just when you think things couldn't get crazy, they just get crazier and they go, oh, I'm pulling a Liam. Sorry. I just couldn't believe how ridiculously insane like the stories were in terms of, oh, I didn't know this old lady was a serial killer. I was like, oh, damn. And I don't remember these stories because some of them are a bit, even older than me. But I certainly want to look them up because they were fascinating. So I have to give them props for not only because they had the people, obviously, that were involved, but I think the storytelling was really well done and it kept me engaged.
Yeah, I would agree. I did also I binged the first 3 episodes. Unfortunately, I also work full time, and I was knackered, so I fell asleep before I could start episode 4. Luckily, episodes 4 and 5 are a 2-parter, so I was glad that I kept them as like one for myself. I would say episode 4 and 5 are probably the craziest when it comes to the things that you find out about the American law system.
Oh, yeah, that is valid.
Yeah. However, episodes 4 and 5 are kind of tainted by the main person just being utterly unlikable and annoying.
What?
Yeah, I agree.
Guys. Oh no. I didn't think that.
Yeah. Obviously this is spoiler-free review, everyone, so we're not going to go into specifics on what happens.
But I think she was just awkward on camera.
Ridiculously annoying.
I think she was awkward on camera, but also she did go through a shit ton of that is traumatic.
But she was clearly awful. And I don't think what she went through was the thing that turned her into this annoying person. I think she was already annoying.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. But
George, say Netflix.
Netflix. But yeah, apart from her being annoying, really enjoyed it. Very entertaining. As you said, very bingeable. And it's in the vein of all the other really good docuseries that Netflix have put out. So that was fun. Yeah. George, good things?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I wasn't 100% when I'd seen the trailer for it. I was like, oh, okay, some of these stories seem really interesting, but then some of them I feel like what maybe not as interesting, or for me, I was kind of really intrigued. I mean, I love a good murder disappearance thing. So the ones that were, because not all of them are, they're not all in the same vein, so you don't feel like you're watching, which is good, I suppose, because you don't feel like it's just the same story with different people. So I think that is good. But for me, yeah, I'm a stickler for murder and crazy people.
Oh, I knew episode 1 was gonna hook you, George.
So episode 1 and 2 were definitely my favorites. But overall, episode 1 was like, oh, icon. Anyway, I did
say icon. Oh my god.
I think episode 1 could definitely be a feature film movie. It'd be really cool. Think Ma,
Oh, that's a good. I
Like, it could
like
be like
that.
that.
Think, Mom.
Yeah. So no, but I did really enjoy it, and I liked it because it was just 5 episodes. It didn't feel like a lot, and they weren't like an hour and 40 minutes. They were like nice between like, you know, an hour and 40 minutes. So it was quite nice. Like, I watched a couple on my commute to work. So I sat there and I was like, oh my God, on the train. So I had to hide it so nobody could see what I was watching. But no, so I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, and I'd like to see more episodes. I think it could. This is something that could definitely carry on for a second series.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, one of the other things that I did like is it was through different eras as well. That was something that it wasn't all like, oh, hey, this all took place in the 90s, or, you know, I enjoyed that, and it was in different parts of the country. What I'd like to see if they did a second season, I would like to see this go abroad. You know, but
well, one of them did go.
Yeah, episode 3.
Went episode 3. They were in
Chile,
as they put it, Chile.
Oh, okay.
That's a well. I mean, they were abroad to us because none of them were in the UK.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see some British ones.
I must have blanked out on episode 3, y'all. That's terrible. I'm so sorry.
I think episode 3 was one of the ones that, like, I was like, oh, Jesus. Oh. While also thinking, how's no one clicked onto this? Like, so obviously we've spoken about the good. Does anyone have any negatives?
I wouldn't say mine are necessarily negatives. I just so again, I preference the first 2 episodes over the last 3, and the last 2 in particular. Although it was like interesting, it just wasn't my type of thing, and they were old maiden type of shoes, so it just wasn't for me. The last 2 episodes just weren't for me. The third one was kind of interesting, but as I said, I'm more intrigued into a bit of murder and there was a little bit of that throughout. But for me, I would just say that it started off strong for me, and then I kind of was a bit like, oh, these are good, but they're just not gripping me as much as the first couple were. But that's it. Nothing like, I would definitely still watch these, and I would recommend watching them. But yeah, that's just a personal preference for me.
So I do have some negatives, actually.
Oh, I know what your negative's going to be, and I agree with it, because you said,
yeah,
that did take me
out. Those animation sequences, I was not here for. You know what? Bring me back.
I quite like them.
You shut your trap for a second. No. Bring me back to the days. I don't know if this was popular over in the UK, but a show called Unsolved Mysteries, to where we had actual reenactments that were cheesy but fun. Give me that. Don't give me this. I just wasn't feeling the animation style at all. And it was just, it took me out of it completely. Anytime they did that, I preferred to hear the interviews, see the people. I get they were trying to fill some, because you obviously just don't want to see somebody just talking straight to a camera like us right now, 40 minutes straight. But I would rather have a reenactment, or give me a different animation style.
I will disagree. I enjoyed the animation. I liked how, especially on the third one I noticed it most, the way they would go from shooting locations and then slowly fading the real location into the animation version of the location, and then going on with the animated version of it.
Yeah, it was given Windows Movie Maker 96. Yeah.
I don't think it did. I think he's being very mean.
I am with George on that.
That's slow fade.
I would say
I'm sorry.
There's an animation style, and that is an animation style. And so I'm with George on this. That's just not my
cup of tea.
I'm not fond of that animation style. So it was a no. If they would have given me like Japanese animation, or Hell, you know what? Give me Pixar animation with that, because that would have been fucking amazing. But I'm just saying, that animation style was not for me.
I enjoyed it. I do have negatives as well, not major. Yeah, I would agree. The first 3 episodes were probably more entertaining than that combined last one.
I disagree on that, because that 2-parter was my favorite.
I
know, because you didn't like the
person kept on taking me out of it.
Yeah.
She kept on really, really annoying me. And then when they brought in her mother, it made my blood boil.
Yeah, I thought I was watching like a skit of a documentary.
Yeah.
Wow.
Honestly.
Okay.
No offense to that woman.
But the story without, if you took them out of it and just had their story, it would have been very
said,
interesting.
Hey, I'm sorry you went through all this, but you guys are just awful. That's what you're saying. That's terrible. You're terrible, both of you.
So yes, if you do want to watch Worst Roommate Ever, will be on Netflix March 1st. Quick, take your last drink.
On Netflix.
On Netflix.
Damn it, you guys. Stop it. Keep that in.
All 5 episodes drop at once, as per usual with Netflix. So do watch it. As you can see, we all did enjoy it. Do be sure to subscribe to our channel. We do have lots more content coming. We do have something very special coming on Tuesday.
Yes.
And maybe even on Monday.
And maybe even Monday.
No, we will, because embargo lifts.
And Thursday.
And Thursday. We have things coming most days.
Yes, we do.
So subscribe, ring the notification bells that you are notified of all these little treats that are getting sprinkled. Be sure to comment down below what you think of this once you do get to see it. Follow us on Twitter at The Horror Hour TV and Instagram, same handle. And thank you for joining us. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
You have been listening to The Horror Hour. See you next time.